on your photos onto Tate, so he's seen those, so that's great. Now,
should have posted it in. Just post it back to him. Get it signed for you. That'd be a good shout if you just posted it to us, like in a PO box. We just signed it for him. Well, he posted it here.
We could do, but
next time we're down there.
He was going to come in person, but couldn't wait it out. Anyway, yes. Now then, just before we get going, this is just to let you know, all you watching on TikTok Live, that we're trying to be very clever here this morning. We are trying to combine this TikTok Live.
Trying's the key word here.
Trying to do that with recording for a new episode of our podcast, which of course, as you know, is called A Jolly Good Natter Over Coffee and Biscuits. So normally on a TikTok Live, we're reading these questions that scroll up the screen so quickly, and we're still going to do that, but we're also going to just be doing stuff about the recording as well. So we're going to be dipping in and out of the questions. We won't be reading them as consistently as we normally do. However, be that as it may, you see that we have a special guest with us today. Tate is here.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Bonnie, Scotland, and I tried to persuade him to wear his kilt, but he just wouldn't have any of it. Anyway, so now that I've explained how that's all going to work, we're going to start the recording for the podcast. Are we all good to go with that?
We are.
Okay.
I knew.
So, going to give me a count in for the starting of the recording? Or have you started already?
I've started
already.
You started already? Well, I've only just picked up the mic.
I know. You was meant to...
Oh, you fucked it, Richard, eh? Oh, he's ruined it already, eh?
The whole thing...
New podcast host.
The whole thing is wrecked. Right. Well, let's just forget all that and let's pretend we're starting right now. Right. Are we ready?
Yes.
Are we good to go? 3, 2... We are professional. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Don't forget, you'll have to sit over here if you want to use the mic.
I will be coming in once you do the intro. I'm going to come in as a special guest.
Oh, I like that. You're cartwheeling.
I worry about these. The people I have to work with, you know. Right. Okay, here we go then. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. A very warm welcome to this latest scintillating edition of A Jolly Good Natter Over Coffee and Biscuits with myself, Richard Storry, winner of Big Brother 2025, co-presented by my erstwhile friend and companion, whose name he never forgets. This is the impressive thing. He never, ever forgets his name, and he's about to prove it once again. Come on in then. Come on. They can't hear you over there. Right, go on. Tell them your name.
Mark Cameron.
He always gets
well done. Brilliant.
Yeah, you realise you're not in the shot there. Or are you over there?
I'm in the shot there.
You're in there. Okay. You're not missing much, viewers. Okay, right. Anyway, right. Now, you might think that having myself and Mark presenting this podcast, you might think that's enough. I know I do. But have we got a treat for them today?
We do.
Have we? Have we got a treat for them today? We have. Because all the way down from Bonnie, Scotland, we have the one and only, the indefatigable Mr. Tate Reynolds.
Loser of Big Brother 2026. Or 2025, what are you doing?
Get the year right. No wonder you didn't.
That'll be the plan,
innit? And not only that, you might think that's enough. It's not. You see, in an unceasing attempt to provide you, the dear listener, with a never-ending stream of listening pleasure, we also have here with us, present in the Mozart Café at 69 Annerley Road, London, SE19, Nadia has popped in.
Hello, Nadia.
Say it a bit louder.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, Nadia is here, and if you think of any questions, Nadia, just give us a wave and we'll grab you in.
Just button whenever, very informal.
Yeah, because it's an open mic, so whatever you want to say or any just jump in at any time. We're happy to answer any questions for you.
That's right. And the owner, Ken, is here. He has already liberally supplied us with great quantities of coffee. Kenneth, do you want to say anything?
Good morning and welcome, all of you.
There we go.
Mozart London is the place to be, and we're going to be here for the next, I was going to say 2 hours, but we've had a slightly late start. But anyway, if you're in the vicinity, please do pop in. It'd be great to see you, and there still are a few seats available. Right. So, before we have a look at the questions and the text, Tate, since you're our special guest,
yes,
perhaps we could come to you first and ask you, as a participant in the recent series of Big Brother, do you have any lasting memories? What are some of the things that you're going to take away from that experience?
So I think like when you go into a show like this, you don't really think you're going to go in and win. Like, you've absolutely smashed it by going in and win. But like the thing is, the end goal for it, I thought was just, you go out and then you get a bit more followers and all that. But like, you don't go in expecting to make like lifelong friends when you're in there. And I think it's almost like the equivalent of going into Love Island and finding a partner. Do you know what I mean? Because that's the whole point of the show. And I feel like with Big Brother, the whole point of the show is to make pals. And I've made like a huge group of pals, yourself, Marcus, Elsa, Tage and all that. And it's just, yeah, that's the big thing I took away from the people that you kind of meet. What about yourself?
Well, similar thing, really. Although, I mean, you say I smashed it, but like you, I did not go into it thinking I was going to win the thing. I thought, even when they offered it to me, I was kind of, shall I or shan't I? Because everyone kind of goes, "Oh, Big Brother, you're on camera 24 hours a day," and all this kind of thing. And I thought, I don't know whether I'll be able to have the stamina to do that. And then I thought, oh, it's all right. You'll be if you say yes and agree to do it, you'll be out in a couple of weeks because you're old. I never dreamed that I'd stay in as long as that, and I certainly never dreamed I was going to win the thing. Now, Mark, you're hovering. Have you got something you want to say?
Just double checking the questions if any are coming in.
And have we had some? We had some questions.
No, the Sam Jenners cult has joined in. So I don't know if you know the lore with this, Ricky.
No, go on, tell us.
There's a cult called the Sam Jenner, and they say they're not a cult, but they're a cult, yeah. And they're like Nancy and Sam's super fans, but they always edit like different edits of like all of us, if that makes sense. So, like if you go on any of their pages, they're actually brilliant, to be fair. But they always, have you seen all my comments? Have you seen Stranger Things?
Yes.
You know what, 11? As soon as I got the buzz cut, yeah, they started, every TikTok I do, they'll edit my face on 11 and post it in my comments.
Marcus is here.
Marcus is here, live from the snug,
yeah,
bro.
Hi, Marcus. Yes,
lad.
Good to see you. Hope you're well. Now, there was actually a good comment that I just saw. Oh, here we are. Now, this is nice. I like comments like this. If I could scroll back up the screen again. Wendy has just called me a boring, bald old loser. Wendy, I love comments like that.
Wendy, I'll
thank you so much.
Keep
them coming. Now, you're right. I am boring. I am bald. I am old, and I am a loser.
But
I'm also
got a bit on the top, leave him alone, mate.
I'm also the exception that proves the yes.
He's not bald until he finds a strong gust of wind.
But you may recall that there was one episode in the house where we all had to sit around and tell each other whether we'd had a positive or negative impact on things. And even if you had a negative impact, that was considered more better than having no impact at all. And I was told I had no impact at all, you see. Poor Emily, yes. So anyway, to be told I'm a boring, bald old loser, yes, I'm achieving impact at last. Right, let's just scroll now. Oh, this one. Now, Tay says, oh, this is sweet. Not Tate. Tay says, might be bald, boring loser, but still one Big Brother. That is true.
Exactly, Wendy. Where's your 100k?
yeah. And before anyone asks, before anyone asks, it did come through eventually. It took a long time to come through. Oh, TimTube84 says, hi, Tate, can I marry you? I'll leave you.
It started already. Started already.
I was going to say, it's only 10, 20
hours. Mate, folk haven't got anything better to do at 10:30 in the morning, man. I'll let you fight all the other folk in the DMs, Tim. I'll you do that like a Colosseum, like a gladiator. Yeah, I like a fair princess in the medieval times.
Oh, well, this is nice. Sam has pointed out that Wendy is Caroline in disguise. So
Caroline's funner.
Hello, Shannon. Shannon says hello. Hi, Tim. Hi, Craig. Oh, yes. Yeah, there we are. Okay, so just while waiting for a few more questions to arrive, let's have another reminiscence from Tate. Yes. So you, of course, did a lot. Well, pretty much all of the cooking.
Yeah.
If you hadn't done what you'd done, I think we would all have just died a slow, lingering death. So what persuaded you to sort of serve everybody in this way?
Well, do you know what it is? I think, like, first of all, I feel like because I do that for a living, like I do like people's meal plans and coaching. I know like the amount of grams of carbs and protein that folks should have per serving. Would multiply it out. Like I knew what the portion sizes were going to be. I feel like if anyone else, to be fair, for sure, kind of smashed it with her cooking. I'll be honest, but if other folk were cooking, there would never be like enough food. Do you know what I mean? Whereas like, I know if I do it, I'm going to get the portions right, and I quite enjoy it. And since you've got like nothing else to do there, I'm like, you might as well. You might as well. But on reflection, like none of that stuff got aired, so I maybe shouldn't have done the cooking as much. But that's what it is, man. Eh?
Well, I'm glad you did.
But like even like things like so when it was Nancy's birthday, I cooked her a lasagna from scratch. I made the pasta sheets like from flour and egg.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? I actually made them like manually. Made a lasagna on like an economy budget, and like none of it got aired. And I was like, "Oh, you're joking me!" And they made cakes from scratch and all sorts. I was like, "Fucking hell, man!" It's an absolute waste of time, eh?
Well, it's funny when you. Oh, that's nice. Bison says King Richard and Daddy Tate. There you go.
Daddy Tate.
Well, but you're right. When you say that there's nothing much else to do in there, I mean that's kind of it. Because so many people have said to me, "Oh, what a great achievement it was." When and I'm thinking, well, with hand on heart, I didn't really do anything in there. Well, nobody did. You just sort of wandered about, and there'd be a
you scrub some serious dishes, mate. Don't sell yourself short. This man scrubbed some serious pots when he was in there.
It's true. I washed some plates and things. But what I mean is you kind of wander about and you see a group of people chatting, so you just go and sit there and join in if you can. And then after a while, that sort of fizzles out. So you get up and you go to another room, and there's some other people chatting. You sit there, and then you go and make some tea and ask if anyone else wants one. And you just repeat that for several weeks. There's nothing actually that you actually do.
Apart from like getting twatted every night as well. You just get the beers dropped off, and then that's you.
I'll deny it all in court. Anyway, yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, some people did say you didn't actually do anything at all in the house. How did that feel?
Well, that's the first I've heard. Didn't do anything.
Yes. On the last Later Live, I think it was. There was a certain female. I think we all know. She said that you didn't do anything at all, and
Mrs. Monk, would that be?
Well,
I've not said any names.
Well,
I'm just saying. But we've got evidence from Tate here that you did actually do some work around the house. So
well, yes, I'm glad you've brought that up, and it does actually help to clear up a certain amount of misunderstanding that has been floating around. I realised quite early on that where a certain young lady who should not be named is concerned, basically, as long as you didn't believe a word she said, you were on safe ground. As soon as you started believing her, then you're on dodgy territory there. But yes, the dear girl, she as my brother quotes me on this all the time now. She lies as easily as she breathes. And as long once you cottoned onto that, you were all right.
The thing is, I think. I don't know. Maybe I found she was a bit maybe misunderstood. Well, not misunderstood. Like she was a wind up, but I grew up with like 30 Carolines when I was growing up. You know, all my aunties are the exact same personality. They just look for a bite. I think it's when you start biting that's when you're in trouble. Right. So if you just like, whatever, no bother, yes. You just give it back and it's fine. But it's just a big messy folk that come in, 15 folk, and not everyone's going to like it, man. Do you know what I mean?
But yeah, why do you think that she had such a? Do you think it was more jealousy?
With Ricky, I think it was just I think she just thought it was funny. I just thought she thought it was funny. Honestly, the most like as far as the folk that I have in my life, like the most devout Christian that I know, and calling him the Antichrist, it's just funny because he's obviously not. Do you know what I mean? Like, just kept calling him like the Antichrist or whatever. Yeah. Like she'd see me reading the Bible and she'd be like, "Oh, you get your arse out for money and that." And I'm like, there's anything you can do to get a bite, and if you don't bite, then you're fine, man. Yeah. I got on with her pretty well, do you know what I mean?
But that's the thing, because I saw you never really had any sort of
like mine that night we were sitting, me and Callie were sitting wrestling and everything like that, man. Aye.
But no, that's right. I mean, I've been asked many times, how did you cope with all that stuff from Caroline? And honestly, the only question I had in my mind was why she continued to do it. But it didn't actually bother me. It really didn't. It was like water off a duck's back. And as I've said numerous times before, had I been 40 years younger, it might have done. But I'm too old now to get worried by things like that. Someone calls me the Antichrist. I'm not going to lose any sleep over that.
I don't think it was like bullying as such. Do you know what I mean? I was more so just like she tried to get a bite off you. It just wasn't working, so she'd keep going. Yeah, that's it. Right, but if you got a bite off somebody else, you just move on. Yeah. But it's just because you couldn't get a bite out of us. Do you know what I mean? That was what that is. Do you know what I mean?
But when you say that someone said that I didn't do anything or didn't do very much. Now, I see Ruthie has made a comment here and says, you did do something. You said the amazing line of standing on your Bible. Now, that actually did go viral. It did go viral. That was quite nice because she said to me when we did the face-to-face nominations, if you recall, she said, "Oh, you're so bloody boring, and you hide behind your Bible." And that's when I said to her afterwards, I don't hide behind my Bible. I stand on it foursquare. And I didn't expect that was going to go, all over the place, but everyone's picked up on that, and it's been all over the round. So yes. Do
you remember the first edit I ever sent you before Ricky knew what TikTok edits were, right? It's like I don't hide behind my Bible. I stand on it foursquare, and it was an edit of him and just his like it was like Charlie XCX he was edited or something like that. And I sent it to him, I was like, someone's made this. I'm like, yeah, I swear, get on TikTok. And then obviously you've joined TikTok and you've seen the You've seen the cesspit now.
Oh, I wouldn't call it that. It's been great. But
That's
look,
been
look,
class,
they're
isn't it?
coming in droves. Hello, Carrot. Carrot is here, and Myra is here, and Stacy is here, and Angel Grace is here. Lovely to see you all. Yes. Oh yeah. Look, and Fife Flyers. Who's the? Because you're from up there, aren't you?
Where?
Fife.
Right, of course, Falkirk. That's offensive if you're from Falkirk and you get called from Fife. It's a big rivalry there. Yeah, a big rivalry there. So
Right.
there's a joke that like people from Fife are just like folk from Falkirk but with webbed feet because they're across the water.
Gosh.
Yeah, sorry if you're from Fife. Well, not the smoke today.
Okay, now here's a nice question. Here's a nice question from you.
Yeah.
From your very good friend Sam Jenners, who says,
Oh,
Richard,
here we go.
do you think Tate and Sam make a lovely couple?
Oh, mate, they started editing me and Sam from the show as like set like a will they won't they edit. They do it with Nancy and Emily. They do it with me and Sam now. Just random folk go pick it. You'll be next, man. It'll be you and Carolyn next. In fact, that's probably the next edit. They're probably kicking it up
Tate,
and
we're not
out.
allowed to say the name, remember?
Oh, too late.
It's like Harry Potter.
Oh yeah,
He
he should just yell up your names. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, but you see, I don't mind. I can handle the Caroline thing. It's all right. Okay, now here's just a little moment of seriousness in all this mayhem. That Henri has asked me, "How's your son, Richard?" Thank you for asking, Henri. He's very well, and at the moment he's in the rather nice position of he's applying for a new job, and he's applied for lots of them, and he's got 2 job offers simultaneously. So he has that rather nice problem of which one to have. So it's a nice dilemma to have, and I'm just as curious to find out what he chooses, and so watch this space. So that's good. So he's doing very well over there. So Sarah is here, Eden is here. That's a long lot of letters, and I can't read the name before it disappears up the screen. Clive is here, and Brittany's here. They're all here. They're coming in droves. Yes. Now,
Richard, yeah. Do you know what a ship means by any chance?
what
So if someone says I ship you to, that means they want you to be in a relationship with someone.
"Oh, does
And
it?"
they went, now we ship Richard with Farmer Cameron. They're at it. They do it all the time. So they're going to start seeing edits of you and Farmer Cameron now.
We did actually, Cameron and I, when we were in the house, we did actually have a nice bit of fun that we did, where we kind of took on
Instead it.
sort of. Well, I'll tell you what we did. We just quite without having planned it, we just took on this persona of old geezers down the local old men's club. And so we just put on this sort of rather old boy voice, going, "Hello there, come and get a seat and have a nip of brandy. Why don't you? I don't mind if I do." We talked like that, both of us. And do you remember the moment where Big Brother called the 2 of us into the diary room after the day when everybody else had been naughty and eaten pizza?
Yes, you can. Yeah,
And Cameron and I were the only ones who hadn't, and we were called to the diary room. So we went in there and we go, "Hello, Big Brother, come and join us and show your face and bring a bottle of brandy. And the 3 good chaps having a little nip." And that's when he said, "Have you finished?" And then like that. And then he said, "Why do all the housemates continually break the rules? We're going to show them how it's done. There's a nice chicken lunch waiting for you in the snug." And that's when we got that. Yeah, as a reward for not having eaten the pizza the night before. But that was,
Temptation overcame me that day. 'Cause I think it was Elsa maybe ran out with a slice of pizza. And I was in the hot tub. I was like, "Mate, I can scran this without the camera seeing it." So I scranned it, and I was like, I had my face, like I had my forehead on the hot tub, and I'm trying to eat it like that, but then the hot tub water splashed at the pizza. It's fucking bogging me, eh? Like, wasn't even enjoyable.
I was going to say, was it worth it though?
No, not at all. That's why I meet Anando today after. I was like, no chance.
You might have discovered a whole new taste sensation.
Yeah, I know, chlorine pizzas.
Well, pizza with water on it might be the thing the world's been waiting for.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, talking of taste sensations, you will have to help us in a little while with a regular feature of these podcasts.
Oh, okay.
Yes. It's a thing we do every time, and has become a very popular fixture, which we affectionately call the taste test.
Okay.
And I'm so pleased I will be able to say genuinely, do you want to take part in the taste test, Tate?
Well, what am I tasting?
I knew what you were saying.
I've had a weird time since I've been in London so far.
Yeah.
Well, you know me well enough. You know I wouldn't give you anything too unpleasant.
Yeah, that's it.
Or
Yeah,
maybe,
go for it. I trust you.
maybe I
Ricky.
would. Maybe I would.
I trust you. Hello, okay. Kettering, yeah. Right, have you ever gone for a game show in Kettering, Kenny?
Well, the thing is, oh, hi Josh, hi Casey, hi Bradley. Yes, they keep coming. We're doing very well. Yes. What happens is each time we try and find something of an edible nature and of something that isn't going to harm you too much.
Brilliant, too much. Yeah, brilliant.
But something that we hope is a bit off the beaten track and something we haven't had before. And so we try it and we give it marks out of 10. It's as exciting as that.
Okay.
And we've had a whole slew of things across all the episodes that we've done. So I will tell you, we'll do it later, but I'll show you now just to give you a little.
Okay, I'll get a preview, that exclusive sneak peek
here.
Here, brilliant.
So today's, the item for today's taste test is this. This is M&S Percy Pig Fruity Chews.
Fruity Chews?
Oh, I've not tried them.
I've had a Percy Pig in my time, but I've never had a Fruity Chews.
No, well, I haven't had it. Nadia, have you had these? No, okay. You can join us for the taste test.
There you go. Oh, Nadia, you need to jump in for the taste test, surely.
Anyway, so that's coming soon.
Oh, yeah.
To a channel very near you.
Any allergies? All right.
There we go. See?
Yeah.
You're running a tight ship here, allergy checks and everything. No messing about here.
Now, I love this one. Tate said that he would love to go to the garden centre with you, Richard. Right, you're gonna have to...
They always say that. They always say I'm really old, right? And then if me and Nancy are doing a live, she's like, "Oh, Nancy's spending time with her uncle," and then starts saying like, "Will you take it to the garden centre?" And that, like, I'm literally 27, mate. You've not left me. Like,
you're not even 30 yet.
No, I'm not even. Fucking hell, I don't think I look 30. Yeah. You can have one person. How much older is Richard than Tate?
Oh,
hey,
we'll tell you. But why don't you have a guess? How old do you think he is? How old do you think I am? And then we'll tell you whether you're right.
Oh, we're going to say I look 40 or something. Brilliant.
And while you're thinking about that, here's a message from Just Chris who says, "Will you?" I think it means will you do? I get the words in the right order. Will you do a live podcast again? I would love to see you in person. Well, Chris, if you're around, come and see us right now, right at this minute, as Nadia has done. Yeah.
This must feel very meta.
My sister laughed when I told you I was coming here. She was like, "What are you doing?" Like,
by the way,
that's what they do, innit? It's 7 a.m. Hell yeah, too right. I love the dedication here. Brilliant.
By the way, Kenneth, as in the owner of the. If Nadia'd like a drink, I'll get some coffee or something. If you want. Yes. We're just making sure we're all sufficiently lubricated there. Yes. Now Kerry makes an interesting point here.
Okay.
This is tying in with the taste testing. She says you can't just have one Percy Pig. Now that's a bit like with peanuts. You can't.
Benji's asking what's the location. Mozart Café in
69 Annerley Road, London, SE19.
There we go.
Yeah.
We'll be here for the next couple of hours anyway. So
if you're nearby, please do pop in and say hello.
Aaron's guest, Richard, you're 65 and Tate's 32. Take the piss, eh?
Wow.
Take the piss. Nadia's joining us. You're part of the Sam Jenners, I can tell. Remember.
Nadia, you really think I'm 11? Both of us are
11, because 11's the bald character in Stranger Things. Sam Jenners, what's your TikTok name, Nadia? XX_Nadia Purple. Get her in the Sam Jenners group chat. She's an honorary member now. Okay, 27 Tate, Richard 61. Closer.
Oh, getting closer. Yes. Or shall we just put them out of their misery? Shall we?
Yeah, do it. Go for it.
Go on. Tell them how old you are first.
27. You got me right.
27. There we are. Well, I am the ripe old age of 60. 60. I know I don't look that old. You're very kind. I carry it very well. And in fact, when I did the audition for Big Brother, and we all had to go around the room and say who we were and where we were from and, just talk about ourselves a little bit. At that stage, I wasn't 60. I was only 59 then. And when I said, I'm 59, and you're right, I know I don't look it, you're very kind, and they all just laughed. It was a nice moment in the audition.
There we go. Benji's saying it's closed. Yeah, I think it's closed online, but, I mean, we're in here, and it's open.
Yeah,
So
we're here. Yeah. Please do come on in. We're here, and you'll be very welcome. Oh, Sam says...
doesn't look a day over 75.
You're right. It's true. It's true. You don't... It's true. You don't look a day over...
Technically, yeah.
But what was that one? Oh, and that one, Daniel says, you don't look a day over 17, Richard. Well, that's very kind, Daniel, you see. A boiled egg every day and a nice cup of coffee to start you off. That's amazing. And it's also amazing what you can do with 100 weight of moisturizing cream. Right. Okay. I'm just following up the questions here. Tiggy says you're looking good, Richard. That's very kind of you. And somebody with an unpronounceable name says, Tate, are you dating
Tasia? No, I'm not dating Tasia. She's like about 10 years younger than me. She's like my little sister.
So Tate, so how has your Big Brother life? Well, sorry, how has your life changed since you've come out of the house? By the way, because
to be honest, I sort of saying to Richard, like, not a huge amount. Like, I was running my businesses before I went in. I was in a fairly decent spot. I've came back out and I'm just doing the exact same stuff. But now it's like folk will take photos of you at a train station. That's basically the only difference. And like business is still pretty decent in that, but from a day-to-day perspective, like already just pretty much the same. Like, pretty much the same. But what about you, Richard? Because you must have changed quite a bit, surely.
Well, there was a huge flurry of activity in the immediate aftermath. There were loads of media interviews that I had to do, and actually still one or two that may yet happen. And there were literally thousands of messages that flooded in from here, there, and everywhere. Other than that, and there was quite a significant upturn in sales of my books, which is brilliant. Incidentally, viewers, the books are on sale here at Mozart London. You can get, and I can sign it for you, and everything. I can do all of that, with real handwriting, not just typing it, on a screen. I can actually do that for real. Yeah. So there was a good upsurge in books. On the Cameo website, I did quite a few goodwill messages on there that people asked me to do. So that was nice. It has all started to settle down a bit now, but I do still get recognised. Most recently, I was recognised in Heathrow Airport when I was about to get on the plane for America. Rather unglamorously, it was as I was emerging from the toilet, and I emerged. If you know Terminal 3 at Heathrow, that there's millions of toilets, but with one long corridor going down to all of them. So I was walking back out of this long corridor, and someone coming the other way just suddenly stopped and went, I saw you on Big Brother. I said, I hope you voted for me. Yes, I did. I don't know whether that was true. Anyway, so that was that one. And even more recently is when I was in America, and I still can't quite believe this happened. I was in a Chinese takeaway, and the girl behind the counter recognized me there. Can you believe that?
Random thing ever. A Chinese takeaway in America.
You just didn't know who's watching, do you?
Yeah.
So you obviously like Chinese.
Yes, Kenneth, you probably didn't pick up that comment. Kenneth says you obviously like Chinese. Yes, I do. If you ever have the miss or dubious pleasure of taking me out for dinner, Chinese is a good option. Also Indian, also pizza, also sushi. Because as you know, if you watch the series, I like sushi. Yes. Okay. Now look, he's put this book in my hand, so I have to do a bit of shameless publicity.
Do your plug, Ricky. Make that bag, bro. Make that bag.
The books that I've written, 15 so far, and they're on sale here in Mozart as well as on Amazon. And he's put one in my hand, and you can see all the letters are in reverse. But if you buy it for real, I can promise you they're all the right way around. I worry about him, I do. And no, I'm not sure since you mentioned it. Anyway, so it's here. Look, this one is called The Book of Names, and this is a collection of short stories. And there's actually, although my bestseller is called The Cryptic Lines, this one is the bestseller here in Mozart London. So come and grab your copy now before they all go. Yes, right. Yeah. So there we are. Oh, look at
there we go.
See now, this is
14 books to get through, chat. I'm telling you. Fucking strap in.
I don't mind this because none of this is of my making. See, they put these books in my hand themselves, ladies.
He's not like fucking grabbed them from under the head. He's lying.
So this one is my bestseller, The Cryptic Lines, which is a mystery set in a rambling old Gothic mansion. And this one has been my bestseller over all the years by a country mile. But the other one, A Book of Names, this is the bestseller on a local level here at Mozart London. So they're available, and I can even sign it for you if you want to. But that's enough about me. Now let's talk some more about me. No. Now in fact, Nadia, do you have a question? Have you got a question you want to ask?
Yeah, Nadia, jump in.
Take the mic.
No, just a story. Like this whole time.
Do your thing.
I actually have not watched the final episode, and I'm so sorry about
that. Oh, terrible.
On the day that it was the final, I was on a night out. Next thing I know, I opened Instagram to check, I just was going through socials on my way home, and it said you'd won, and I was like, flip's sake, I can't even watch the episode now.
Spoil it for yourself, did you?
I literally screamed in the middle of the road, and everyone was like, what's the matter? I was like, no, let's just go Mackey's. just go Mackey's. I was fuming. But yeah, I need to unfollow Big Brother so that I can watch it.
Oh, no, you don't make that mistake next year.
EastEnders is doing the same thing to me, but it's actually breaking my heart. But I'll watch the final episode, I promise.
Okay, we're on it. Yeah.
Well,
that was mad. So she watched the full series apart from the finale.
I know,
Crazy.
Yeah.
So technically, Big Brother's not ended for you yet. It's not even over. It's not over yet.
Wow. Well, in that case, don't worry. We won't tell you what the result is.
Exactly. Now, Nadia, would you join? Would you apply for it?
Oh my gosh.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we'll jump you back up. Do you think?
Sorry. I've always thought any like show that I would join would always be Big Brother out of any reality TV series. But like I have like a massive like problem with like when people don't do things my way. So like I just don't want to be an inconvenience and be like, no, I said do this and everyone hates me and I'm like just depressed because I'm like, oh, everyone hates me. But like I'd rather just do my own thing. But Big Brother is like my go-to show. Like,
Yeah, you should apply.
love to do everything.
Should apply.
Yeah,
Like,
I was telling my mum, I was like, oh, should I apply for Big Brother? I'd want to do it one day. She was like, why would you do that? That's insane. Like, I don't think anyone should apply for Big Brother. I was like, it's Big Brother. She was like, oh, I thought you meant Love Island. I was like, bro, it's not Love Island. I was like 17.
yeah, that'd be Love Island would be a very different experience.
Very
I'm sure,
different.
eh?
I was like, no way.
Hell yeah. No, as I said, I think it's one of those ones that I think when you look at like applying for shows, you think you all need to have some sort of like social media following or that, but like we had nothing, man. Eh? And it was just like you just go into the group interviews, be yourself, and then they want you just take you on, man. Eh?
Yeah,
which is a bit mental. But I found I don't know if you remember new group interviews, but like, I think the producers can tell if folk have been like like performative or beggy or anything like that. Eh? So if you're going in and you're going through this round of applications this year, just be yourself. You don't need to be the loudest to get noticed.
That's right. I mean? Yeah, definitely. Well, I certainly wasn't allowed.
I can imagine. No, you're a party animal, Ricky.
Yeah. But that's right. It's when if you do decide to apply for something like this, and if you don't get it, well, whether you do or don't, in a sense, it's not down to just who you are as an individual, because they're trying to decide who's going to make the most effective combination of people. That's the tricky part, and I don't know how they go about that, except to say that we all quietly are of the view that they're trying to put people in there who they think there's a fair chance are going to rub each other up the wrong way and have a little bit of headbutting and general conflict and arguments. I'm glad to say that although there was some of that in the Big Brother house in the 2025 series, maybe because of my age, but I seem to bypass most of it. Yeah, even the Caroline stuff didn't bother me, as I mentioned. I know there was bits of disputing and arguing going on with some people, but it didn't seem to have come
like we stayed more or less out of most of it. Like, but it's just like, do you know what I mean? Like, you need to live together, man. So last thing you want to do is have an argument and need to stay with them for another 3 weeks. You're like, oh,
yes, exactly.
So I just used to jump into the hot tub. So if there's any dramas, I mean, Marcus, like.
But in saying that, Tate and Richard, you're right. It was one of the most sort of calmest Big Brothers, because I've seen previous seasons where it has been quite chaotic, arguments virtually every day and things like that. So it was very, very tame compared to previous seasons, which is quite good, actually. It made it more entertaining as well.
Like, you get to know people more rather than just watching folk argue constantly.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, you're right.
But I've never seen any of the other series. I've even seen the own series. I've even watched their own series back, man.
Oh, so you just applied and spent, on a whim?
Yeah. So I applied as like a backup because I was trying to get on Love Island, and I just thought, I'll ping an application here as well, and then just all shook out and like, I do you want to come in this? Like,
so what was your, once you knew you was going into the Big Brother house, obviously you had the NDNA, which is obviously a non-disclosure agreement. Obviously you had a couple of days to get yourself prepped.
Yeah.
What was your sort of excitement levels? Did you kind of say to a family member, look, I have to go in, or anybody did you not say anything at all? What was your sort of prep before you went?
I kept it really low key. Yeah. I had so because I've got a business where I've got a lot of I had to give my best pal my businesses over and run him through all that.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get all my bookings that I had for the next 2 months like booked up, so I had to assign all the butlers and cocktail makers and that, so that I was super stressed right before I went in. And then one of the lads that works for me wasn't answering his phone for like a week, and I'm like, you're still good to these dudes, still good to do these jobs? No reply. I'm like, fuck. So I had to find more cover like last minute. So it was just chock-a-block business wise to like hand it over. Then I had another coach as well to take over my clients with the fitness stuff. So it was literally just trying to get all my businesses in a place where I can leave. So I didn't even think twice about actually going on and doing the show and that. I wasn't even thinking about it at all. So I think that was kind of like worked to my favour, because when I got in, I wasn't really nervous. I was just kind of like, it'll be what it'll be. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I was pretty chill going into it, to be fair. Stressed right before, then chill going into it. But it was weird because kept it on the down low, because you're not meant to tell folk.
Yeah.
And then somehow one of my mates that I hadn't told phoned me like a day or two before I was going in. Tate, you going on Big Brother? And I was like, how the fuck does he know that?
How did they know?
I was like, nah. But obviously I must have just spoke to my coach too loud in the gym, and the rumours started going about, because I live in such a small area that if you fart, your next door neighbour knows. Do you know what I mean? So like, so I tried to keep it under wraps, but I did get out in my town like just a little bit before I went in.
Okay,
that was my experience. Like, what about you, Ricky? You must have had a very different experience from me.
Well, of course, I missed the live launch, because I was asked very close to the start date to be in it, and so there was so much last minute details to attend to that there wasn't time for me to do the live launch on the Sunday night, but I did join the house first thing the next morning, so I missed out on all of the glitz and pizzazz of the big entrance. And all the way along I was thinking, well, whenever my time comes to be kicked out, I really hope it's not a backdoor eviction, because I snuck in through a side door. I don't want to sneak out through a side door as well. So I was really happy that it ended as it did. Because I've always loved all the glitz and the glamour. I really have, for one, better or worse. And that was a once in a lifetime thing, walking out there with all the fireworks going off and everything. I've never had anything like that before. Probably won't ever again. But you never know. But listen, Jumpy JB has started an interesting question here. Is how hard is it to live in a house with no windows and little fresh air?
Brittle. Brittle. My lips were so dry that full series, and you have to save up your eyeballs to buy fucking Vaseline. I'm like, you're taking the piss here, mate. Like, absolutely mental. So I kind of struggled a little bit with it, man. But what about you?
I didn't find it too bad. I mean, the rooms that we were in were actually quite large, and they had high ceilings. So I didn't feel that it was particularly claustrophobic. We could go out into the garden, although that was synthetic as well. There were no real plants. It was all artificial grass and artificial everything. But I made a point of taking vitamin D every day because of the sunlight issue. And of course, that was actually never shown. First thing in the morning, Big Brother would say, housemates, your medication, they called it medication. It wasn't really, but your medication is available in your locker. And so we'd all go and have our little pop our pills. But that was never shown because they don't want to see us all taking pills and medicine and stuff.
But do you know what's brutal as well? Because, see, I usually have like a bunch of supplements that I take, but you can't bring anything in that's not sealed. So, like, when you come in, you need to give your medic sealed stuff. But I mean, my supplement stack's like a couple $100. Do you know what I mean? So, when I went on the Love Island dry run, I bought a full, like, stack of supplements that were all fresh, opened them, didn't get on. I'm like, oh, fuck's sake. So, I just assumed with Big Brother, maybe not happening, I'll get voted right out. So, I'm not buying a fresh supplement stack. I ended up staying in there 7 weeks. But that's how I lost 8 kilos when I was in there. Because I stopped, like, supplementing creatine and I was, like, not working out and all that, So, so when you're going into it, like, I only brought, like, the bare bones of, like, I had like a multivitamin, some vitamin D, and then like some zinc and magnesium for sleeping, and that was it. But usually I've got like a lot more that I take.
So that big chunk of stuff you said you had, did you try and take that in? And they said you can't.
No, so I knew that you couldn't bring in unsealed stuff from the last experience I had. So I was like, man, but it's what it is,
Yes, well, that almost happened to me because I did, as you know, I did the dry run as well, the little rehearsal before the main thing started, and I took my things along to there, and was told then I hadn't realised a bit about the sealed thing, and the nurse, that medical girl, she goes, I'm ever so sorry. She said this could be anything because you've already opened it, so you can't have it. Fortunately, it was only 3 days. When I turned up for the real thing, I made sure I brought new stuff.
Of course. You know, it's funny. It was the same medic that done the Love Island dry. I met her in Mallorca before. So my parents were like, how have you done this? I was like, oh, don't know, mate. I was like, don't know, mate.
What's the chance?
Both looking at each other.
She's obviously following you around. Blink Vanish says, what's the dry run? How's that work? Basically, Blink Vanish, it's a rehearsal. And it's for the benefit of the Big Brother team themselves. It's to make sure they can get all their cameras and lights and microphones and everything working properly. And they select a group of housemates who did quite well in the auditions, but who didn't quite make it to the final version, of whom I was one. I actually got as far as receiving an email from them saying, thanks very much for auditioning. It was lovely to meet you. On this occasion, get lost. But we do encourage you to apply for the next series. And I thought, oh, well, that's that then. And then 3 days later, they phoned me and said, would you be willing to participate in the dry run? And I thought, oh, do I really want to do that? It's not like it's going to be shown or anything. And I thought, well, you get your ugly face in front of a whole production team. You never know. It might lead to something. So I said yes, turned up and did it. And at the end of that, they took me aside and said, we've really enjoyed having you in this dry run. So much so that we'd like to ask you to do the whole thing. So that's how it happened for me. And I've completely forgotten why I told you that story now. But it was took me by surprise that they asked me, and I was like, there were so many times when I almost did, almost didn't, and even when they did ask me, you see, by that stage, I knew they'd had over 30,000 applications.
How many people apply for the show? So it's really it's amazing, isn't it?
It is quite astonishing, and even when they were asking me, I was thinking, I've just done 3 days. Do I really want to do 7 weeks? And then I thought, well, they've had 30,000 applications. There are some people who
Yeah.
are going to would give an arm
Give
and
an
a leg
arm for it,
to
yeah.
do this. So, and here's the producers asking me in person to
Mhm.
do it. I'd be an absolute idiot to turn it down.
Mhm.
Brackets. I'm going to be out in 2 weeks anyway.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I said, yeah, all right, I'll do it. So that's how all that came about.
That's the thing. You go in. I'm like, oh, as long as I don't get voted out first, I'm happy with that. Eh? You don't
Yeah.
expect to go the full whack, man. Eh?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
only brought like 2 tracksuits with me. I was like, I'm not buying a full wardrobe for this, mate. I'm only been a couple of weeks, man. And then everyone was like making fun of me because I only had 2 tracksuits. And I'd washed them that much, they'd shrunk up to about there. Eh? So my cats are dead. I was like, oh,
Brilliant.
yeah, not brilliant, like. Eh?
but yeah, you're right about the outfit thing because the girls came with millions of dresses
Mate,
and all sorts.
Jenny, have you seen Jenny's closet, mate? I was like, how the hell
Yes.
she even put that in a suitcase? Honestly.
I know, extraordinary.
Vacuums.
Oh, mate,
Packed
maybe.
it or something.
Maybe,
Yeah.
like, yeah, whatever she done, she smashed it. And we didn't think, because all the outfits were getting swapped between the girls, and like, well, Sam and Nancy were also swapping outfits somehow, but like, they're all swapping outfits. Me and Marcus never thought to do that till like week 6. I'm like, fuck's sake, mate, we missed a track there, eh? Like, didn't even think,
Guys
mate,
think
oh,
differently,
look,
don't we? We
do
do.
you know what? Because the first few weeks, me and Marcus were like, this didn't get aired, right? I've been told it's not been aired. That when, like, so when one of us was in the hot tub of that, it was me, Cammy B, and Marcus. We'd all like grab everyone's clothes and we'd just hide them. So I'd come in, I'd not have like anything in my wardrobe, and go, for fuck's sake, mate, and I've hid it like behind the couch in the snug. We were doing that loads. I hid Cammy B's mattress in a bathroom.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I was like hiding folks' mattresses and everything, like, eh. And then Big Fella gave me a row, eh.
Yeah.
They kept giving us anytime we'd have fun, they'd keep giving me and Cammy B around, man. Eh? Like, oh, come on, man, like, let us live. But,
Oh, what a scamp you were.
yeah, I know.
Now listen, this is an interesting that
Yeah.
we would think of this, but just Chris has says, where is Tate? Can we see you together? See, because they're seeing us on these.
Yeah.
We've got the phone in the middle here. and
Listen,
it's
I'm going
facing
to blow
both
your
ways.
mind right here, mate.
Yeah, you see, there
Oh,
we
yeah.
are. Yeah, see, that was him. See, we're actually just looking at each other, face to face across the Great Divide. We're in the same room. Yeah, it's all fine. And Jumpy JB says, would either of you do the traitors? And if offered, do you think you'd be a good traitor?
That'd be interesting. That would be interesting.
You lead the way, Ricky.
Right. Well, I can answer this very simply. I mean, I love the notion of taking part in a series that's set in an old castle. I mean, the whole setting is brilliant, isn't it? But having seen a couple of episodes, I've got to tell you, I don't think I'd be a rubbish traitor because I'm no good at lying, and particularly because 24 hours after I'd done it, or 48 hours later, I'd forgotten what I even said, and some bright spark is going to go, "Oh, you didn't say that last time."
Do you think you'd be a good innocent though, like sniffing out the traitors?
Well, maybe. I think I'd be better at that
Yeah.
than the other. But if you're an innocent, you're likely to get murdered and bumped off anyway, aren't you?
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? I think I'd be a bad traitor because I feel like even when I'm telling the truth, it looks like I'm lying. I've been told that a few times. So I know that I'm telling the truth, but because I'm nervous about it, I'll start smiling. I'm like, oh. So I'd be a terrible traitor, but I'd also be a bad innocent because I'd just look guilty regardless. I think I'd be one of the first voted out. So I'm like, probably not. I'd do it for a laugh, man. It'd be funny, but like, yeah.
The right response to that is for me to say, I don't believe you.
exactly. But, yeah.
Michael says, read your inbox. Right. Okay. Well, I don't know how to do that without
You can't
disconnecting
do it on the
call.
live, Michael, but just chuck it in the chat. You got a question, bro?
Yeah. I'll certainly check it afterwards. But
Jumpy JB was asking, do you hear anything from outside when in the garden? Sometimes. So if folk were getting like evicted, like, and we'd hear like, so it was Marcus and Tasia had the backdoor eviction, and you could hear them if you were in the smoking area.
Oh yeah.
Would you mind? Who was it? Was it Emily? Went, oh, you can hear them, and then Elsa runs out screaming, Marcus, I love you, Marcus. I'm like, fuck, you want to see him in 2 days, mate?
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah, it's quite cute, man. So yeah, you could see bits and bobs like that, eh?
Now you remember early in the series, when I had to carry around that cursed eye thing for a while.
Yeah.
You thought it was brilliant.
I did, yeah.
Right, that's very kind. Thank you.
I'll remind you at least once every fortnight about it. So
Well,
Yeah,
Jumpy
you don't get to keep the chain, eh?
Jumpy JB has said, when your bed was taken away, now that was part of the cursed eye thing.
Mhm.
When your bed was taken away, how hard was that? And did they make it a bit nice after the first night? Right, now that's a very good question, Jumpy JB. I will tell you, I'll give you some inside info now. I was very happy to join in with all the shenanigans and the fun and games. And I laid down on that thing. And for the first 40 minutes or 45 minutes, it was fine. But then I began to get a twinge of backache. And, bearing in mind my ripe old age, see, a few years ago, I did have some quite bad back trouble, and it was starting to feel like that. And I thought, good grief, if I stay lying on this all night, I'm going to not be able to move in the morning.
Oh.
So I thought this isn't, it's just too serious. I can't risk it. So I went along to the diary room and I explained all this. And they said, okay, let's think about this, if we can see if we can come up with a solution. And what they actually did was they took away that horrible, thin mattress and brought back the actual mattress from my bed, but it was still on the floor, but it was a proper mattress rather than this awful thing. And that was okay. I was able to sleep on that all right. But they very cleverly edited it so it looked as though I was still sleeping on the rubbish one for all that time.
That pillow you had as well was absolutely brutal.
The
we had
pillow,
instead of like an actual pillow, if you felt it was like a beanbag. No, like, do you mind the beanbags that you used to throw in school for like that? Yeah. It was like you were sleeping on one of them. I was like, oh, this is bad. I was probably unsure of you when it was like the crust eye stuff and that, but even now I was like, oh mate, this is a bit too far, man. I don't want to see that. Like,
Well, some housemates were offering to give me some of their bed, and were told very sternly, big brother, don't do that. But all I did, I wrapped up one of my towels and put it across that lumpy pillow. So in the end, it was kind of okay. It was all right. And the other thing I had to do, of course, as part of that was eat what they called a cursed curry, which looked horrible because it was bright red, but actually it was fine. It was all right. And I finished the whole lot. And he said to me, I started it and I was a little bit tentative because I didn't know what I was in for. And he said, if you don't eat it all up, the curse is going to get worse. And I wish I'd asked. I thought, well, what do you mean? What's going to get worse? And I never ever found out about that. Because in any case, I finished all the curry because it wasn't that bad, actually. But yeah, anyway.
If it got worse, on Celebrity Get Me Out of Here, where they give you another curry, but it gets hotter. And then if you don't finish that, then it gets hotter.
Yeah, is that how it works?
That would be great.
Oh, maybe that's what would happen.
So. Yeah. I wouldn't have thought it was great.
Well, for the viewers, it would be
Well,
that's crazy. Like, but I think like from like the curry stuff as well, it was like were we on Economy that week anyway?
Oh,
I think so. So it was like
probably.
I was going to watch it. I was like, that's not a bad deal, mate. Give me that fucking eye. That's all right, mate.
Yes. Well, no, I mean, before I took my first bite of the stuff, I thought, right, if this really is as hot as it looks, A, I'm probably going to be in the bathroom for the whole of the rest of the day. And B, there's just a chance, if it's that bad, and if they're going to insist I keep stuffing it down there, that I'm going to bring it right up again in the diary room in front of everybody.
Can you imagine?
But it was all right. It actually was okay. It wasn't too hot at all. So it was more just
all the punishments you could have got, that wasn't too bad, to be fair. Must have been that. Mind that with the hospital food that they had to eat. That hospital, that looked grim. Like, I mean, that was my favourite task. Oh, yeah, fuck her, she's fine.
Yes. Now, we have a comment. We have a comment from the floor from Natter. Go on, tell us what your observation was.
No, because like I was just like when I was watching Taja and like what was it? Caroline put something on her because she was like force feeding.
It was what it was. It was like a syringe of like whingitis medicine, right? And essentially the stuff. It was basically like fish salt. They put obviously like fart spray on it or something. So. It tasted like not brilliant, but apparently it was just like it just smelled. And he just smelled it. Oh, can I do it? And then Caroline just fucking wigged her. Like, yeah.
No, but then like just like the idea of having it in your hair and you have to stay there.
That was the worst bit.
I'd cry. Like that would actually like ruin my whole like. No wonder she got like whingitis. I would actually.
It was horrid. Like I got off so lightly in that task as well. Like I had a fillet steak. It was one of the nicest steaks I've ever had in my life. I had like
so happy.
ciabatta, sushi, and then like all my task wasn't even bad. I was just getting electrocuted. It was funny. Do you know what I mean? But pretty like it was a bit there. Like well, you had to put it like just like next to your spine. So like, when you're getting shot, it was like going right on my back. It's like, whoa! And then I had Marcus and Caroline guiding that motherfucker. Like, here we go, mate. I want to watch that episode back. I think that'd be funny to watch. I still haven't watched it back, man. But I think that'd be a good one, to be fair.
Do you mind? I've also got a question about Groundhog Day. That looked so intense, and like I'd actually just like leave the whole house after that. Because when did you guys even like end Groundhog Day?
We were filming that for how long? That must have been hours and hours and hours. Oh, sorry. There you go, mate. Firing.
Yeah, well, basically, it was from the moment we woke up that morning until very late in the day. And in fact, there was one point towards the end where he said, right, this is your last chance. Because we just took so long. But people have asked me which is your favourite task out of all of the ones that we had to do. And actually, that one was my favourite one. Because all the other tasks, you remember, there were times where individual people will be sitting around doing nothing for quite long periods while other people did stuff. But the Groundhog Day one, everyone was involved all the time, and that was kind of nice. So it's all right.
But I'm glad you enjoyed it, mate. I'm glad you enjoyed it, mate. That's a good laugh, eh?
Well,
Brilliant.
I'll simply say there's only so many cooked breakfasts in one day that I would want to have, especially if it was cold.
Cold, stale, right? And he had to catch it, and everyone was shouting at me like, catch him. Like, you fucking catch a bit of toast, and then the catapult doesn't even put it far enough, so I couldn't step outside the circle. So I'm needing to like, I had like one. I'm gonna have to stand up for this, man. I had like one leg like that. See, that's a circle there. You had to like pure reach out, no fall over. And everyone's like, oh, just catch it, mate. And then Caroline and Emily were winding me up the full time as well. Oh, raging, mate, eh? Absolutely raging.
Well, yes, I think I did get off fairly lightly there. But the thing was, when we got sent back to bed for the 98th time, there was one moment where I just started to go giggling.
The giggles, you had the giggles.
And once I get the giggles, I just cannot stop. And it went on and on and on. And it was in the light with all the lights on. And then he says, "Good night, housemates." And the lights went off. And I was still laughing, even in the infrared. And then it came back on again. And actually, when I watched it back afterwards, I know that I laughed for far longer than was actually shown, but it was a release of tension for me anyway. I loved that moment, so that's why for me it was a good task. Although I know you didn't.
Yeah, it would have been funny if it wasn't me being me. Like as soon as I walk through and everyone's got this beautiful fry up and I've got an empty plate, I'm like, what the fuck's going on here, mate?
Right. So,
sorry,
we have another question. We have another question, but this time from Ken.
Yeah, Ken, fire in.
Hi, you all. Thank you. Welcome to Mozart. Most important thing is, if you had the chance, would you two do it again?
Eh?
And if so, how would you change what you did?
Let's start with you, Dad.
Yeah, that's why I've got the mic. Would I do the show Big Brother again? I feel like from like a personal like business thing and everything like that, I've probably got what I'm going to get out of that show, like in terms of what rewards you get after it. But I think for the experience of it, like yeah, I'd probably do it again. But I wouldn't want to be in as long probably. Like once you get to like week 6 or 7, it really drags. But see, like the first couple of weeks, it's brilliant and like all the kind of excitement of it. But I think if I was going on another show, I'd like to do something else that wasn't like Big Brother. Maybe something a bit more like challenge based. So like I don't know, like see like SAS would do as well. I think that'd be class to go on, or even like Traitors because there's like a kind of purpose with it. But aye, so something along those lines. But again, if it came knocking, of course I'd do it again. Like, but wouldn't pursue it probably. What about you?
I think you're right about the fact that towards the end there was a little bit of a sagging of energy. We said, "Come and gather at the sofas," and we all kind of go and sit there and go, "Okay, what's it going to be this time?" Yeah. But the next series is going to be 8 weeks. They're told.
Keep it.
So that'd be interesting to see. But when you say the question was, what would we do differently if we did do it again? I think, personally, I don't think I'd do anything differently because what could you do? You could only be yourself in there, except to say that, of course, you're going to be interacting with different people and it's going to be automatically different.
Yeah, of course.
Because of that. But in terms of specifically, I don't think I can think of anything that I did where I think, oh, I mustn't do that again, or I must do this way or that way or the other.
Yeah.
I think I was just okay with all of it, really.
I'm happy with how I came across. I feel like it was like from all my friends and family, like, yeah, you came across well, like it's fine. So I probably wouldn't have done anything differently. Again, you can only just be yourself in there.
That's right.
You got me a game plan. You can maybe do it for a week, mate. But when you get to week 7, like the mask will slip and like the real you is going to get shown. So yeah, wouldn't do anything differently probably. Apart from maybe less cooking. Maybe if I knew I wasn't getting here, you've no idea that I made some absolute belters. Like, hey, shepherd's pie, a big massive shepherd's pie in a pot and that. Done like lasagna from scratch. Marry me chicken a bunch. Like, oh mate, I've smashed it with the cooking and disappointed. Didn't get here. Sorry, Mark.
No, that's all right. That's all right. So yeah, you mentioned something about the game plan. Obviously, a lot of people have mentioned game plans before. Do you think there were certain housemates which were doing game plans? Controversial question.
People are doing game plans.
You don't have to mention any names.
No.
But off camera, you can give me a wink for that person and give me a nod for that person.
Yeah. No, I don't think. I don't think. See, if I'm honest, I don't think anyone came with a game plan. But I think like folk were getting quite para about like thinking other people are nominating them, and I think it just got quite gossipy, and that almost everyone was guilty of that, like gossiping, oh, they're conspiring against me or they're conspiring against me.
That's one thing I noticed,
and I'm like, mate, nobody's talking about anyone. You're going to have to vote people. Obviously it's the game, man, but like, don't watch it. Just like have a laugh. And like the way I saw it with the nominations and like being up for stuff, that's why I wasn't even that arsed about getting past the final. Or that I'm like, if folk want you to stay in, you'll stay in. Like, so it doesn't matter who nominates you. It doesn't matter if you're up for nomination, because if the folk like you, they'll keep you in. If they don't like you, why do you want to stay longer anyway?
True.
So like that, I don't know. I think folk kind of deeped it with who's nominating who.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I thought folk watched that they probably shouldn't have. But yeah.
Yes. Well, also I mean, that's one aspect of it. There is a flip side to that, which is I remember, because I was up for eviction twice in that whole process, and the very first time it happened, which was kind of foisted upon me, because that's when I still had the cursed eye, and part of that was I was going to be up for eviction. Afterwards, because it was the first time I'd been through that process, I was surprised to find just how draining it was to be sitting there on the sofa and they say, and the person who's going is, and then there's that long silence, and you kind of sitting there going, oh, looking like someone who's got, you know, chronic constipation or something. And then I was saved from it. But after it was all finished and the live show was over, and I'm thinking, and it was just like this weight was lifted off me. And you, because it's come back to me because of all the cooking you did and everything. That's when you came over and said, would you like a wee poached egg? And you know, I'd love a wee poached egg. And actually, out of all the millions of things you made over those 7 weeks, every one of which I thoroughly enjoyed, but that one, as simple as it was, just a poached egg on a slice of toast, that was the one I appreciated the most, because I was just so exhausted after that.
And you can breathe after it. You're like, oh,
yes,
Jesus, man.
Yeah,
and what
exactly.
you probably don't hear from the house as well, when you're waiting to get nominated, they have like this applause track, like a crowd cheering, that goes on for like an hour, and you just sit and listen to it. Like, imagine, woo, yeah, woo, but you hear that for an hour straight, so it's tormenting.
Yes, because
you don't want to hear the actual crowd outside, because then it gives you a hint who people like and it affects the game.
Yeah, because I was part of the Leighton Live a couple of times. So, yeah, we obviously, they did that. So you guys wouldn't hear any of the booing or, you know, like you said a few minutes ago there, Tate, certain people would get, oh, we love you, Marcus, and things like that. So but when you're there live, the crowd reaction and what you hear online is completely different as well. This is the thing you've got to consider.
Well, it's a London crowd, isn't it, compared to like the rest of the. That's what I'm saying as well. Like a lot of like the show's representation maybe is not the same as like up north. Like the audience that watched it from my neck of the woods are very different for folk in central London. Do you know what I mean? So it's just, you know, people are, it's different horses for different courses, man. Eh?
Have you? There's a question here.
Well, no, Just Chris is making the observation. Is I was on the Leighton Live 4 times, says Just Chris.
Fantastic. So Tate, obviously you're down in London today, visiting Richard. Yeah. Have you been anywhere else in the UK since you've been at the Big Brother house?
So the people that I've caught up with, I've caught up with Marcus, Elsa and Tasia. We went down to London for her birthday. That was class. And then they've stayed with me last weekend or the weekend before. They came to, I had an awards night for my company, Extreme Measures, for the Buff Butler stuff. So they came for that. They came for Burns night. So we've got Marcus and account and everything like that. Done all that stuff. I went the week after I came out to Big Brother. I went to Poland with Cammy B and my mate Bryce as well.
Wow, yeah.
Who else have I seen? Nancy. I've seen Nancy quite a bit at the gym. We go make gym content and do some lives there. Seen Sam and Nancy and Emily that weekend there. I'm also seeing Emily this weekend with Zila and somebody else, I think, was like for our birthday night out or something. So
wow, yeah,
I try to keep in touch with everyone, man. Like, that's right. I would, and I say this like I would go for a pint with anyone that was on that show. Like, I'm generally not arsed what like public things or anything like that. If I liked everyone in there, so I'd go and I'd have a drink with anyone, man. But it's awkward when there's like politics and everyone's beefing outside the show, and you're like, oh, get a grip, mate. Like,
well, from my opinion, when I was watching you, and I've said this personally to Richard as well, you seemed so down to earth, and like you just said, just meeting up with you, even just this morning, first time meeting you, I saw you late live. Second time, but it was hi, and about 50 other people.
It was overstimulating,
it was a bit of a nightmare that final. But yes, once again, meeting you again, you're so down to earth, such a cool guy. So pleasure meeting you.
Likewise, bro. Likewise, mate.
There you go.
I'm glad I came here. I got that I needed the ego boost today. That's that.
It's good to stay grounded. Don't let the fame get to you.
Make sure that head can fit through that door.
Exactly. Don't make my ego any bigger. Fucking hell, Mark. No, that's the thing, man. I just think like there's no point in getting involved with like dramas and all that stuff, man. 'Cause everyone's there, and you can't hold it. Like, see, even like if you're like nominated, so if folk have said stuff out of turn of that, it's such an artificial environment to be in. Just because you wouldn't want to live with someone for 7 weeks doesn't mean they're a fucking bad person. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, usually, like, if I were seeing like any of my mates outside of that, I would never spend 7 weeks in their house. you know what I mean? You see your mates for like an hour or two. I reckon there's some of your close friends that you're like out with that if you lived them for 7 weeks, you fucking hate them too. Do you know what I mean? But it's because you don't see them that much. So that's like kind of way to look at it. Like you get on so much better with all the housemates outside of the house.
I know
So-
what you mean, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, it looked like me and Sam had a big drama. We had a sound night out on Saturday. Do you know what I mean? So much so that there's no relationship rumours and edits getting put out, mate. Eh? Brilliant.
All right, now I'm just hesitating for a moment
Yeah.
because I've had that awful message that pops up that says we're going to end in 5 minutes. But I've done the thing of sort of saying we want to continue, but hopefully we'll be all right.
Yeah, we'll find out, man. Eh?
why-
TikTok just hates us now, eh? That's it.
Why don't we, just in case we run out of time, shall we do the taste test?
Let's do it. Yeah, I'm excited for this.
So, am I right to say that you want to do the taste test? Tate?
Let's do it. The taste test. Tate test. Taste test.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell, man. Eh?
And try to say,
That's a
right,
tongue twister.
okay.
Tate test. Oh, fucking leave it, mate.
Well, do you want to do the honours and open the packet? There we are.
Oh, I get the. Oh, I feel honoured. So this is the Percy Pig Fruity Chew taste test
Yeah.
with Tate. There
Yeah,
we go. I've done it there. I've done it
exactly,
there. All right.
exactly.
Are we ready?
Your diction and alliteration are second to none.
That's it. Been called addiction a few times, to be fair.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, and I get the first one. Wow, they're all different colours. Right, I'm going to have one of those ones. I
We
don't
should
know.
all probably grab a different colour,
Yeah,
shouldn't we?
yeah,
So you've got a
yeah.
pink one,
I've got a pink one.
Okay, so I'll go for green and
Green.
yourself.
got a yellow one. What you want? There's
And
a
Ken as well.
purple one there. I think that's the one you should go for. There we go. Nadia's grabbing the purple one. And Ken?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm coming right through right now.
Now, we're making podcast history here because
Yeah.
usually there's only 2 of us who've done these taste tests. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 5 of us on this
5
occasion.
people on the taste
Right.
test.
So
That's it. Tate brings your numbers. That's
right,
it.
here we go. So we all got it. Are we getting ready? Oh, you've started already.
I've started already,
You
yeah.
are greasy. Oh,
Okay, well,
all right,
take it away.
in we go with it.
I'm going to wait till you've done your reviews. I'm going to do mine live as I'm processing it. Yeah?
Oh, okay.
So you had the green one, did you? What are you thinking?
Processing is a good word because there's probably very little natural stuff in there.
Yeah, class in it. What are you thinking, Ricky? What colour did you have?
I had the pink one.
And?
There is definitely a kind of a strawberry taste to it. Not particularly strong, but the texture and the chewiness of it is agreeable.
Well, Cameron, Kinch here as well. Cameron, you've just joined just in time for the live taste test here.
Cameron,
Yeah, Farmer
come and
Cam.
join us. We've still got some of these left. Look, you can, Cameron, if you're there, you can have one of these if you like. If you're
Okay.
quick.
Mark,
Yeah.
how was yours?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, actually, yeah, quite good. I know.
Nice. Do you want another one?
Oh,
I will have one in a moment.
Okay.
I want
okay.
to get the results of everybody else.
Nah, that's what we're thinking. Out of 10.
Out of 10, I'm giving it 8.
An 8.
Okay. Nadia's
Okay,
given it 8
got
out
an
of
8.
10.
Nice. What would make it a 10? What's missing?
I don't know, it's got the Percy pig taste, but it's like just really, I don't know, it feels a bit powdery.
Texture.
Yeah.
Loses points on texture.
What
Yeah.
flavour did you have?
The purple one, I think it tastes a bit like the purple Starburst.
Purple. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Kim?
I think it was delicious, and that's the first time. And yeah, I agree with the texture you said, but it had like a spring of just juice just bursts into your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah,
probably
You're steady on. Glass.
A spring of juice bursting
No.
from your mouth. That's very, very, very
No, I've
artistic.
tried
Very
mine.
graphic. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Easy, tiger. Now I would say, I see what you mean with the texture. I can feel my fillings getting pulled out as I chew.
Yeah.
Other than that, pretty decent, mate. You don't think we do a full packet of them? See if that was textured like a drumstick squashy,
Yeah.
then we'd be in business.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I Percy Pig, if you're listening, Sir Pig,
All right.
make that like a squashy, and you'll be in business.
So what's your score?
I'm going to give it a 6.5.
Oh, that's quite low.
But no, so the thing is, mate, as everyone does a 0 to 10 scale, if you're rating people or whatever, 0 to 10, and everyone lands between 7 and 8. Nobody uses the first 5 or 6
That's
numbers.
true.
I do. Do you know what I mean? So that's 6.5 is 65%. That's a B. It's a 2-1 in uni. It's not that bad. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
There was actually an occasion, I can't remember what it was, but there was one of our previous taste tests where we did go very low on something. Have you still got it there?
Is this the sheet of the taste tests?
Oh
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
Oh, right, this is it. This is the real business here.
We're professional here.
Where was the very low one?
with the banana and those bars that we bought.
The cake bars, was it? The cake?
Yeah, I think it was
The banana bar
and,
things.
But I did a 6.75.
All right, I thought there was something where we were
That's exact, mate. 6.75.
Yeah.
What's the mathematics behind that? How did you arrive at 6 3/4?
We've got some odd scores, believe me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think you need to have like a control.
Scampi fries, chips,
Oh yeah.
crisps. 7. You gave it a 7.82. So
Okay.
I mean
7.82 is crazy. What would make it an 8.3, mate?
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
well. To be fair, it's a while since we've done that one, so I can't quite remember. However, I can tell
This
you.
is why we're not getting the brand deals, Ricky. Do you know what I mean? There's no fucking consistency.
Well, we only go with the best. That's why.
That's it.
I'm going to give it a 7, by the way.
7.
7. Yeah.
Okay.
So I had the green one, which was apple flavour, and I'm not going to say it burst in my mouth or anything like that, but
Okay.
it was very nice.
Oh.
Because it was tasted pure apple, especially apple bubble gum and whatnot. But yeah, same as everybody else. It just didn't have quite that chewy texture. I think because the brand has probably changed their ingredients, because they got to take out some of the ingredients these days, haven't they, to cut down on fat and stuff like that.
Are these vegan numbers actually?
Ooh, that could be a point actually.
They are vegan. So there's
there you
no.
go. They're vegan.
Listen, veganism is dying. Bring back carnivore. Make that out of beef, mate.
But that's the thing. It doesn't make sense. They're Percy pigs. So
Exactly. You wouldn't get a
they
Percy
should-
pig if you didn't want to eat pig,
vegan,
mate. Do you
yeah.
know what I mean? Get a Percy plant. Do you know what I mean? Percy plants. Call these Percy plants and
There
bring
you
back
go.
the. You know what I
There
mean?
you go.
I don't know if you remember those swivel banana foam sweets.
Yes.
It reminds me of that. Like, it's a bit powdery in that sense. It's like
Yeah, not ideal.
But like, if they're vegan, like, what's that the gourmet sweets? Those are really good.
Oh,
Those, the kitten ones, the candy kittens. Like,
yeah.
you make it do like that.
I scranned. I done a shoot yesterday. I don't know if I'm going to speak about it anyway. I had like it was like a shoot, and it was like that Angry Ginge that won the I'm a Celeb. Yes, we had a shoot with him yesterday. Not yesterday, the day before. And in the waiting room, there was like a candy kitten thing, and I ate like the full bag of candy kittens. Felt absolutely horrible when I got in front of the camera. I'm like just fighting the whitey when I got in, but. You know what I mean? When it's even there's free snacks there, mate. I come from a place where like if there's free snacks, you take them, mate. Do you know what I mean? You take them. Yeah, exactly. I kind of counted it as part of my pay. Do you know what I mean?
It was interesting when we were in the house that sometimes we had the.
Before you do that,
Oh yes.
you haven't given us your score, by the way.
I know. I'm keeping you in suspense.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm at the edge of my seat here.
You should be when you hear what the score is. But yes, in the house we had either an economy budget or a basic budget or a luxury budget, and we realised quite early on that even the economy budget was fine. But if you had the luxury budget, basically that meant that you could have all the unhealthy stuff. You could have all the bags of sweets and the crisps and all the stuff that you wouldn't normally have. And when we had the luxury budget, of course, all the youngsters. All the youngsters were saying, yeah, let's have lots of quavers, let's have lots of this, all this, and you were saying, yeah, they're going to eat all this sweet stuff, unhealthy stuff, and they're going to feel terrible by tomorrow.
Yeah,
and that is what happened. Yeah,
we eat
so
worse
anyway.
if we're on luxury. We eat worse because it's like folk would just crisps and eat like a full sleeve of mate. Callum would come out, she'd eat a full bag of Tang Fantastics. I feel bad, and she'd go lie in her bed. I'm like, but mate, like, we'd eat better on economy because we'd have like 3 solid meals, whereas like everyone was just scranning stuff. Like, not good. Like.
Yes. I always remember the first time we had the luxury budget. They were all going, let's have frozen pizza tonight. Yeah. And they did do. They had all these frozen pizzas, but all the fresh stuff that they would was sitting there going off because they used all the frozen stuff. Just
Mental,
bonkers with a capital bonk. As I have been known
I
to
think
say.
that's one thing that you find difficult is like people have different eating habits. Like for me, I don't really snack all that much. I would just have like solid meals when I'm hungry, whereas like a lot of people are the opposite and they just peck away at things. So then when they're like, I would say to everyone, do you want dinner on? Oh no, I'm not hungry. But I'm like, because you've not stopped eating. Do you know what I mean? It's just like you're having a Maryland cookie every half an hour, keeping the blood sugar like high. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's out of boredom as well. Like I said earlier, people didn't have much to do. If you don't have a purpose, you just sit there and just eat and just.
That's just what happened, man. And then it's like you get to I'm making this like sick dinner, and folk are hungry, and I'm like, mate. Bro, I spent time on this. Like,
I ate.
Oh, you always ate. To be fair.
Do you want to read that comment?
If I
What
didn't
is it?
if I didn't eat what you made, I'd have starved. Anyway, yes. Sam Jenners once again says,
Oh,
I
brilliant.
have proof that Tate is a
Dinosaur.
dinosaur because of his age.
Yeah, perfect. Cheers, guys.
Yeah,
That'll be an
yeah.
edit. It'll be me on a Stegosaurus or something. Like,
I
honestly.
was hoping for a few more comments from Wendy there, the one who told me that I was bald and old and boring.
We gagged her with 100k comment. That was her.
That
done
was
for.
nice. Yeah, Wendy, if
Yeah,
you're still there,
listen,
come on,
Wendy,
let's
you're
have some
okay.
more. Let's have some more. Right, yes, you want to know my score for the Percy Pig Fruity Chews, and my score is. Are you ready for this?
Yes, please. That'd be great.
Good. I wouldn't if you weren't ready. You're sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Edging him with his
right.
cheat score.
Yes, my score is
Yeah.
8.273.
What? Well, how did you arrive at that?
Well, because I thought it was better than 8.272,
Uh huh.
but not
But
by
what,
much.
But what gave it that 0.001 edge? That is a point.
What gave it that was the fact that it wasn't quite good enough to get to 8.274.
Okay.
Yes.
But why would it not be 8.2735?
Well, because I have to leave it space to grow on me. If I had another one, I might like it more by
Okay,
then.
yeah, sound.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm glad I've had the chance to explain that. I appreciate the vote of confidence there.
Now, see, now you understand.
Yeah,
the
yeah, so
scores
there's-
are
yeah,
just
this is
all over
a-
the place, aren't they? Yes.
Yeah, but it's good. I'd love to like work backwards from that. Like for the next one, I want to get like a decision matrix. You know what a decision matrix is?
I can imagine.
So decision matrix, you just put all the different things in a multiplier of how important that thing is. So taste, we have 2 times multiplier, texture 1.5 times multiplier, and you give it a score out of 10. That I think there needs a bit more structure to this personally. I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but if folk are relying on this for their recommendations for what they're getting from the supermarket, and you're just firing out numbers at your arse. You know what I mean? Like this.
We sort of do have a matrix. We've
Okay.
never called it a matrix, but we do have what I would describe as a context.
Okay.
Because when I give my score, I'm kind of putting it in the context of other taste tests we've done in previous episodes. You see,
Yeah, okay.
so certain things we do like better than others.
Okay.
So this one comes fairly high up the pecking order.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Now, how do you compare something such as a Percy pig sweet to say? I'm assuming you had like sort of like a beef jerky or something like that. 2 things, a sweet and a savoury thing. And is it the same matrix you're using? Because they're different variables there as well. You understand what I'm saying here,
Yes.
guys? I've got an engineering degree. Like they didn't just hand them out, you know.
I'm handing the mic to the intelligent member of the partnership.
Yeah, we've all gone
He's
quiet over there.
considering.
You see what I mean, guys?
He's got a point though.
Yeah.
Good point.
Well, I'm sure he does, but I don't understand it, so I'm safe.
Oh, there you go. You bet. Mhm. It's not hate, it is constructive criticism, guys. I want to see you do well, and I'm telling you, your systems need revamped here.
Oh, well,
I'll tell you what, I'm going to send you a decision matrix tonight. I'll whip my laptop out and I'll send one over for you. Yeah, I got you.
Brilliant, thank you.
Yeah, no problem, guys. I'll do one for sweet and one for savoury.
well, and perhaps when you join us for a future episode of Jolly Good Natter, you can, you can bring this whole matrix thing into practice and show us how it's done.
For a small fee, of course.
You would have to bring in a taste test then.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Yeah, perfect. Perfect.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Bring one of you. Yeah, you could bring some haggis.
Whiskey. There we go.
Whiskey and haggis, yes, good combination. Now, just a little bit of admin for you. Don't forget that we do have an email address where you can contact us if you have any questions or any comments or anything you want to say at all, particularly you, Wendy, because we'd love to get your insulting remarks. And the email address is jollygoodnatter@gmail.com. So we'd love to hear from you at jollygoodnatter@gmail.com. Please feel free to use that. We have a whole army, that's 2 of us, standing by to read your messages, and we love to read them, especially the really long ones that you've obviously taken a lot of time over, and especially the ones you've written without resorting to ChatGPT. Yes. So, look, we've been going for almost an hour and a half. This is quite extraordinary. Longer than any other podcast that we've ever done.
Oh,
You
there
see?
we go. Couple of chat boxes, eh?
So this is going to, after we've kind of edited it, and how do you say edited? Yeah, after we've edited it, yes, and strung it all together, and it will be on. You'll be able to find this again on whichever platform you use to access your podcast. So it's on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Even though it's going to be, it's not going to be a video on that. Or is it? It's not going to be.
Well, on YouTube, there's going to be extra because there'll be some behind the scenes things as well. So
Oh, how cool is
go
that?
to our YouTube channel, which is a Jolly Good Natter over coffee and biscuits.
Yes.
Go to that, and then you can see a little bit extra, but it won't be there today. It will probably be there probably the next day or 2.
Okay.
Another bone to pick with you guys.
Go on, do it.
The podcast name is a jolly good natter over coffee and biscuits.
It is.
So far, I've not had a coffee or biscuits.
Whoa. May come
Yeah,
in.
no.
Please go.
Listen. Trading standards. If you're listening to this, these guys are frauds.
Right.
I've been sold the dream here.
I've got to.
Shut it down.
I've got to tell you. I did offer a coffee to everyone except you.
Exactly.
Because I was worried that when you take your coffee, you slurp it so loudly.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
It was going to mess up the recording.
Yeah.
However, when we stop recording,
I can borrow your bib, maybe.
I'll be very. My bib is for my use only. You should know that by now. Anyway, I don't like washing all the splashings off it. It has nostalgic value. But after we press the stop button, I'll be very happy to give you a coffee.
Oh, perfect.
Of course, I should warn you, however, that all my coffee tastes like soil, and you know why?
Okay. Why?
Because it was ground last week. One of my dad jokes.
Knee slap on me.
Yes. When we were in the house, do you remember, on more than one occasion, I was told, we don't think your jokes are very funny, but we love the way you tell them.
Yeah, it's all in the delivery, isn't it?
Right. So I think we're right. Is there anything else you want to say?
There may be a YouTube live just to let you know as well. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for that as well.
Yeah, keep your wits about. You see, I don't understand any of this technology stuff.
Yeah.
YouTube live, gosh, that all sounds very exciting. Mr. Tate, anything you want to say?
I'm ready for my coffee and biscuits now.
All right.
That's it.
Why? Shots fired. Why?
I'm joking.
Right.
Make sure you subscribe to Ricky and Mark's podcast. The taste test segment is going to go leaps and bounds after I've been on here. Just you wait.
Nadia, you got any last words you want to say?
Just happy to be here.
Yeah.
Okay, she's happy to be here. Kenneth, you got anything?
Absolutely. And they want to know how tall Tate is.
Yeah. So
yes.
John, I told you about Dodgy before. We had a conversation about you, John, over. John's on 8 from the gym, and he's trying to spread rumors at something 5'6". So he keeps asking on everyone's live, is it true Tate's 5? Like, he started at 5'8", then he's went 5'7", 5'6". I'm like, mate, I'm going to be 5'1" by the end of this, mate. I think he's trying to change it on Wikipedia so it says I'm 5'8" and that.
Of course, it does depend, A, whether you're standing on tiptoes, and B, whether you're wearing your stilettos.
Exactly. Ricky stands on his money, he's 7 foot. Margaret saying, that was great crack, thank you. No problem, Margaret. Thank you for tuning in as well.
Yeah, that's great. Chris is saying, let you know the dates for the next one so he can come. We will do, but we don't know what the dates are yet. We kind of make this up as we go. But there we are. But listen, thanks for all of you for all of your questions. This has been a high old time. Just to remind you as well, although we are recording this for future broadcast, as you know, but there are plenty of other episodes there already. So if you've enjoyed it, please go and check them out. And there is one in particular that we made straight after the Big Brother series ended, where I was reminiscing about all my things that had gone on in there. So go and check that out as well, free of charge. So what more could you possibly want than that? However, if you do bump into any of us, we're always ready to accept donations. You're very kind. Thank you. Right. So just before we go, Mark, you have something to say.
Be nice to each other.
Be nice to each other, and as we always close by saying, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Thanks very much for coming. Say goodbye, Tate.
Bye-bye, Tate.
Say goodbye, Mark.
Bye, everyone.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Unreal. What a time.